Hi, I'm going to show you some of these brushes to be used for adding some texture to the painting. The first one I'm going to use is the clear varnish, and I want you to see what it does. You can see you can add brush strokes with the clear varnish. So you should be able to see that. Okay, so I'm going to remove that one. Some of these brushes have a little bit of tricks to them, and that's why I want to show them to you. Clear varnish is very easy to use. Now, the depth lofter, this is my favorite texture brush. I just love this. You are able to draw lines. You can go from small to large. This brush is totally managed by your pressure. So if you look here I'm pressing very lightly, so I get a very tiny line. Now I'm pushing down harder on my tablet and it gets bigger and bigger. So you need to get a little practice in controlling this brush and get the size. If all you wanted to do was use it on a specific area, you want to make sure that you control the size. Like, let's say I want to go ahead and I want to use it here on this picture frame. So I would control the size with my pressure, go around the frame. That's a little memory issue when you see your little circle show up there. I probably would have actually done this a little bit smaller, and let's see, yeah, I would go short strokes. Here you go. This is much nicer. Short strokes around the frame, and this gives you your depth lofter. And if you go into your brush controls, you can even control this even more. And just to show you, go to Window, Brush Controls in your General. Okay, close General, and what you really want to be controlling here is your impasto effect. So you can decide how much depth you want and if you want negative depth, so that's where you would do that. So I'm going to take this one off. And this is actually a good spot to show you this, right on this little picture window here in the painting. Try not to go past that area. Okay, let me show you the Smeary Varnish. Now, the Smeary Varnish brush it's going to mix with your paint. Do you see how that's spreading it? So it's spreading the paint on there. So you want to be a little careful with this one also. You want to be sure that you know what it's doing to your paint area. But this is also a neat brush for painting in some texture. And I really enjoy doing this. When I paint on my finished canvases doing embellishing, I will paint into these textured areas also. And there's another one in here, Grain Emboss. And this is sort of cool. This will add a grain. I'm putting it up here on the leaves. Now, you do want to be light-handed. If you press really hard, you're going to get a lot of white areas. So you want to treat this brush lightly. So I'm going to do it on the frame now. And see, if you're very gentle with it and you don't press too hard, you're not going to get those white areas. So instead you'll just be adding grain. So if you go into your brush category, impasto brushes, then you will find a lot of these brushes in there, and you can experiment with more of them. So have fun with these, play with the brushes, and I can't wait to see your finished paintings.